Bienvenido, BIGJAY, escape a República Dominicana. Hasta pronto, papi.
Big J, take one.
So my thing is this, like, you can't blame a clown for being a clown. It's the audience that keep on turning up to watch the clown. Because he's a clown. No matter what, he's a clown. But over my understanding, why are we watching clowns? Why are we so entertained by clowns? But then we'll turn around and we'll moan about it. Like you said, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. But we created that monster. I remember, it's like my mum said to me, yeah, I used to moan about my middle daughter, yeah, Courtney, the one that looked. I used to moan about her mum. She's feisty, she's this, she's that, she runs her mouth. Mum, I swear, I'm gonna kill this girl. My mum turned around and said, you created that monster. She's just like you. And it stopped me in my tracks. I was like, oh shit. She's right. I love my daughter to death. Shout out to my middle daughter. But yeah, she's right. Courtney is just like me. If she's watching me act up and behave in a certain way, of course she's only going to follow suit.
Yeah, emulate your behavior.
Emulate my behavior.
If you create a platform for fuckers, and what you think gonna happen?
But can we, okay. Listen, I've come to the point where I can't blame a clown for being a clown. It's the people that are watching it, unks. Because if you, and I've seen the views. I've seen the views. These guys get like 700, 600. And so I wonder, who's watching these clowns?
Some of these views.
No, let's keep it real. Who's watching? And this is not even me hating, because I say I don't give a shit. I deal with the real world. I've got my real friends in the real world.
Some things you see digitally is not actually.
But is it really a reflection on us? Because that's the scary thing. Why are we watching clowns? Because that is which we don't want to run away from the whole.
We are entertained by things.
By buffoonery.
By things that irritate us.
Right.
You know that? As you get older, the things you found that entertained you no longer entertain you. You find them to be stupid, childish, and all those things.
But these are big grown people that are watching this shit. It wouldn't be so bad if it was like, these are grown ass.
So let me ask you a question. When you hear a De La Soul record, what does it make you think about?
Oh man, De La Soul record just makes me think hip hop.
Right, but
I'm just being honest, hip hop.
But it rolls your mind backwards, right?
Oh, so back in the day. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
3 foot high
So
rising. Yeah.
When an older person looks at some fuckery,
it rolls them
backwards.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of.
Right? The reason why dudes like this country, the reason why I say that it's now bringing in some of the dudes that it shouldn't bring in is because when a dude lands in SOSUA, Puerto Plata, Santiago, Santo Domingo, La Vega, any of those places, you know what happens? He gets to roll backwards 10, 20 years to
what he missed out on.
To what it was like 10, 20 years ago for him in his hood.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's getting to live that whole lifestyle over again. The thing with SOSUA for him is that SOSUA is like, for someone from the city, is like going back to the Alpo, Nappy Red, AZ and them era. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It gets him to roll back to loud music, fast money, bad girls. You know, that's his rollback. The problem now is that you have dudes that don't respect the steps you have to take to be at that level. See, you don't earn, dudes earned that level back then. Dudes kill for that level nowadays.
Can't earn that level today.
You know what I'm saying? They don't level up. They kill and take a level. So that's the difference. And that's why you're running into so much knucklehead stuff. And it's just not us coming over here. You have knuckleheads here already.
So you agree, well, not agree, but your opinion is that YouTube has destroyed the nostalgia of SOSUA, basically.
I think that
Hasn't helped
It's played a major role.
it's played a major role, like he said, and it's taken away.
the nostalgia.
It's taken away it's like you say about the quality of female. When you used to look at a female, you would.
Let me interject. Sorry to interrupt.
Nah.
you.
No, go ahead, bro.
When we used to come out here in 2014, right? You couldn't walk past another black man or brother without him greeting you, saying what's up, how you doing?
I remember
how's
that.
it
I
how's it
remember
been
that.
Going?
I remember
Where you
that.
from,
Where
everything.
you from?
I actually remember that.
You would sit and you would politic with another brother.
Yeah, I do remember.
Just on some friend, and that's what I mean by the friendly atmosphere
Friend-
has
yeah.
changed. You don't really get that as much anymore.
I remember that.
You get it every now and then now, but
Yeah.
before it used to be any brother you walk past. Hey
I
man,
remember
how
that.
you doing? You
Yeah,
enjoying
I
yourself?
remember that.
You're having a good time.
Yeah.
Where y'all from?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it used to be. It was a camaraderie
I
that
remember
I've
that.
never experienced in any other country that I've
Same.
been to.
I remember that. He's not telling no lies. I remember that. I mean, I was a late comer to the party. Why for that? But I was anyway, but yeah, I remember brothers
So
used to.
later for the women, that camaraderie has changed to whereas you don't get those conversations and that camaraderie with brothers who are strangers that you used to anymore. Like once, I mean, I think this past trip that we was down there for what, 4 days, and I think maybe 2 or 3 times I had those, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Conversations with brothers. Whereas before, you take it back to 2014,
Every other
2015,
every other brother.
every time
around
you
was
passed
there.
a brother, almost, hey man, how y'all doing? Y'all enjoying yourself? It was a special camaraderie, an appreciation for other brothers just being out here having a good time.
So, what mistakes have you seen rookies do, and what advice would you give to rookies coming there?
Get with somebody who's been here before. Don't
Huh?
come alone. Don't come alone. As a rookie, don't come out here by yourself. Don't think you know it all. Find some. There's too much information running around, so that you don't have to make the pitfalls that we all made as rookies. You don't. There's groups. There's social platforms. You know, find someone who knows the lay of the land and let them guide you. Don't make rookie mistakes. Don't come out here by yourself. That's what I say.
Try not to fall in love.
I'm gonna get into that.
Just try not to fall in love.
Is SOSUA dead or is it dying? Which we answered that question earlier, but I just gonna
Neither.
neither. Okay,
That beach town is always going to exist.
I have to answer that question. Is SOSUA dead or is it dying?
So SOSUA is not going anywhere.
Right, it's not going nowhere.
It's alive. It's alive and
I
well.
need to answer that question. Is SOSUA a place to find love?
What type of love you looking for?
You know what love? No, not that type of love.
Hey, are you looking for long? Are you looking
Relationship love.
for long-term love or short-term love? You can find love for an hour.
Come on, guys. You know relationship.
Listen, bro. Some people want to
You
be in
don't
love
like-
for an hour, and then after.
Okay, long-term relationship. Wifey for lifey.
I
Can you
will
find wifey for lifey in SOSUA?
anything's possible. Anything's possible.
I'm actually shocked that you said that.
All things depend on what you're willing to tolerate.
Can you find a relationship or love in SOSUA?
Sure you can.
All right, let me rephrase it. Would you recommend it? That was the difference.
Okay, here's what I say to what I recommended.
Right.
You pay the cost to be the boss by
Right.
being here. Do whatever you want as you see fit. Harm none.
In other words,
As long as
do
you're
what
doing
thou
whatever you
wilt.
want to do with consenting adults. Hey, it's your world, player.
Would you
Well, as the only, not being a Cuffy Combs brother,
right? Go on, would you tell a brother to fall in love there and get his wife for life from SOSUA?
I'm not telling anyone
Anything.
how to
Right.
feel about anyone. What I will tell them is is that you do your due diligence. Do not check the things you have learned through your lifetime about dealing with the opposite sex at the counter in the airport. Because that seems to be what everybody does. They get off the plane, they see the next pretty woman, and they fall in love.
So, brothers, as you know, I live part-time in Paula Plata and got quite a few friends over there. Everybody's...
Sure you do.
Everybody...
Left the brothers nothing but empty bones on the plate.
Brothers are leaving Dominican Republic. They're leaving. Up until recently, a good friend of mine, Skrilla, he left. I mean, go and check out my interview with Skrilla. It's a real good interview. Please, people, go and check out that. If you ain't checked out the interview, please go and check out the interview. Skrilla left. As we know, Taylor Made has left. Obviously, he comes back, you know, for certain reasons. I'm sure he's discussed it on his own channel, but I don't want to put it out there. But he comes back for his own reasons. But people are leaving. They're getting fed up with Dominican Republic. They really are. Question 2, why do you think people are leaving DR to go Colombia and Thailand to live? Or any other place of that matter? Why do you think they're leaving?
I don't think they're leaving here to go live somewhere else.
Okay.
In most cases. And like I saw the Skrilla interview, and I get what he's saying, but...
Can you relate?
No.
Because...
Here's why I can't...
Yeah, go
relate.
ahead, please, brother.
I can't relate because I've never lived here long term.
Okay.
Those brothers that you're talking about, they've lived here.
Yes, they
I've
have.
never lived here. So kudos to them.
Right.
They're in a different brain. You live here part-time. I've never lived here. I've never been here longer than 21, 22 days at a time. Right. So my opinions are that of a traveler, not of a resident.
Okay.
So as a resident, I hear loud and clear what Skrilla is saying about the way things operate here versus coming from America where things operate completely differently. So I understand that. So people are leaving here, but everybody has different reasons why they're leaving. Everybody has different reasons why they show up. Now, there are other people who have been here equally as long as him and are still in love like they just about.
Oh, yeah. We know them. Yeah,
yes,
we know them. We know
those
them.
people.
Yeah, we know those people.
And there
Yes,
are
we
people
do.
who have been here, lived here, and hated and left. It depends on what you're looking for. Now, as far as the people going to Colombia, going to Thailand,
You think it's a woman thing?
I don't know I can't speak for everyone. I can't.
But
speak
if
for,
you was to...
I can't listen. I can't speak for no man but myself.
Okay.
I know brothers who have abandoned visiting DR for Colombia.
Yes, they have.
I know brothers who have abandoned visiting DR to go to Costa Rica. Whatever floats your boat. If this is not the place for you, this is not the place for you.
But my brother, I hear what you're saying, yeah? But you know well as I do, brothers that are... Okay, we know about the weekend warriors, the people that monger. They're complaining about prices. The people that live here, hold on. They're complaining about, as you said, you watched the Skrilla interview. They're just complaining about how they're being treated in DR. It's not only just the women; it's just how they're being treated. I mean, okay, I only can speak for myself. Like you said, you know, everybody's different and individual. Have a different. Got to that stage.
Here's a question for you. Why have you left?
I haven't left. That's a very good question.
So while these people are leaving for other countries...
That's a very good... I think, okay, to answer the question, number one, I didn't have the... Okay. So that's a good question. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to say I was somewhat naive to a lot of what was going on. I was one of them people, and I've said this before, Dominicans don't need me to defend them. They'll probably tell me piss off and talk about Jamaica, don't talk about my country. You have some that will say that. I get that a lot, which is cool. and I don't give a rat's ass. And my point is this, yeah? I used to defend them. I really did. I used to turn a blind eye to a lot of stuff. I was keeping it real with you because I still love this country. I'm still invested in this country, as both of you know, more than anything. I've shown this country a lot of love. Like I said, I've invested. And this is not, I'm not saying this because of my situation or what I've gone through or what I'm going through, which I ain't going to share on camera. My boys know. Some things are just not for YouTube. Because it's always been there. Dominican Republic needs to behave itself a little bit better. It needs to behave itself a little bit better within the relationships they have with outsiders, with people that come into the country. They just need to behave themselves a little bit better. Now, I'm not saying that, and this is not about SOSUA. This is not about, prices going up and not bun all of that. It's about the attitude of the people in the country. Some might say, it's the culture and rare. All right, cool. But there's no rule into treating people nice. You just do it. Now, I can't talk for everyone. I'm not saying for every Dominican treats, someone like rubbish. No. But at the same time, I can't turn a blind eye anymore to the misbehaving of Dominican Republic. Now, people might say, if you don't like the country, get out, go to your own country of Jamaica. You're going to have naysayers saying that, but that's not my point. My point is that I've seen brothers come here. Forget me. I've seen brothers come here, man, and lay down some roots, some serious roots. And I'm going to go as far as to say, saved lives, literally, saved lives, changed lives, literally, take up for the country, invest in the country, to then get shafted and get disrespected. It's not, now, I still stand on what I say. I don't blame whether they get shafted, but as I said, I'm not talking about man to chica to man. Because I always say, when a chica starts acting up, I always blame the man for that. Do your due diligence. I still stand on that rock. But I'm talking about as a whole. Dominican Republic needs to behave itself a bit better because people are leaving. They're leaving. And I know this is just not even Skrilla. There's people I know outside the Skrilla, they're leaving. They've had enough. They've packed up. They've gone. They've gone to Thailand.
We're leaving. We're leaving. People are not leaving. We're leaving.
Elaborate. People are leaving, Unks. I'm telling you, people are leaving.
We're leaving.
Go ahead, man.
If you go back a couple of years ago, there was an article that was written about they were tired of, I'm only going to speak for the American side.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, man.
Of us coming here, of the quote unquote black tourism to DR, that they were tired of us.
I do remember that. I remember that.
I'm not quoting it exactly how right? So we're leaving and the other nationalities arriving, right? When you're dealing with something where colorism is a factor for things, they don't. Our value, money-wise, means nothing. Because when they look at it overall, they don't feel that we contribute value-wise anyway. This guy's trying to kill me.
Gracias.
Yeah, go on.
They don't think value-wise that we have the monetary value that we actually possess.
We want cocoa or lemonade
It doesn't
or
matter.
apple juice.
It doesn't matter.
Pick your poison.
Doesn't matter.
Pourer's choice.
Orange.
No, your choice. You pour it. Your choice.
Well, I'm killing off the apple juice, so you got a Coke. Go ahead, Unks.
So, you know, I'm a little long-winded in this answer.
No, go ahead. No.
I'm saying that,
Talk your shit, man.
no, because I'm trying to do it cleanly. That's why I'm not saying it the way I really want to say
Yeah,
it.
he gonna break this down to 3 or 4
But
years anyway.
but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Yeah.
They are basically any place that minorities go of color. Eventually, they don't want us there.
I can't disagree with that.
The reality of it is that as colorful as DR is, they also are not.
Yo, I'm not gonna tell you guys again. I ain't gonna tell you guys again. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Share and subscribe. But most important, smash that like button. It helps the channel. I ain't gonna tell you guys again. 'Cause I have to tell you guys again, I'm gonna have to come and find you. I'm gonna have to come and find you. I'm gonna have to come and find you. And I'm gonna have to especially come and find you. Smash that like button. Peace and love. Manners and respect. Peace.
You sure Unks is still in the frame, or is it me?
I'm in the frame. That's me moving in and out of the frame.
Yes.
Oh, he's totally in the frame.
Yes.
Oh, I'm blind as a bat.
They tell me that you have not seen this, and I will tell you that you're not looking. I've seen Dominicans say, "Get out of the sun."
Well, they do
I
this, they walk
don't. I don't
around
want to
out,
be.
yeah.
I don't want to be in the sun.
Uh-huh.
Not because it's too hot.
They don't want to get dark.
They don't want to get dark.
They don't
Right.
want to get dark.
So you're chasing colorism
Which
of
exists,
people.
we both know.
Of people that are chasing melanation. Do you get it?
Us.
Right? No, but do you get it?
I'm following
They're
you
running
through and through.
towards people that want what y'all have more than I have.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? But they hate the people that have it.
But the thing is, okay, I hear what you're saying, but it's still not answering the question. Yeah?
Well, why they're leaving?
Why? Because I'm telling you, I'm telling
Why
you.
these dudes are leaving?
They're leaving.
You know why they're leaving?
They've
All
had
right,
enough.
let me give you the answer.
I'm telling you now.
they ain't-
I'm telling you now. They have had enough. These are people that I personally know. These are people that had.
If I go by what I listen to on these panels and these group
But
chats,
they're not keeping it real. They're not
no,
keeping
but
it
I'm just
real.
saying, if I go by what I hear
Yeah.
on these panels and these group discussions, they all lying. They leaving because the quote unquote trade is costing them too much money because they're looking for some cheap box.
And that's what it really is.
That's what it boils down to.
A lot of them, yes, a lot.
Right?
well,
A lot of them.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
some people are leaving because they just don't see the same level of treatment that they thought they should have by now for everything they've done.
Yes,
for the
that
country.
part, and that's why. Because my thing is, you know, for the people that are mongering and going over there, they're more, you know, the ones that are going to Colombia and getting, you know, whatever. Yes, the box over there is cheaper, so I heard. I ain't talking about them. I understand. They travel for sex. They want cheaper box, maybe 2 for the price of 1.
But they're not going to tell you they're traveling for sex.
that. No, they're not. But we already can,
We already
can
read
see,
right
we
through
can
it.
see through them exactly.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ones that live here and invested in the country.
So let me
like
put.
they got to the point now where okay. You got brothers like obviously TaylorMade, which is our own.
All right, so
Zoom to Thailand.
Let me give you another idea. If you was to ask me, if you were to ask me, would I choose another country over America? Nope.
Yeah, but that's,
And no, and I'm gonna tell you why. You would say, well, America don't love you. Okay. I love a country that people feel don't love you back. But you know what I know about America? I know that anywhere else in the world, they're not enjoying the things I'm enjoying in America.
that's a fact. I could say the same thing for England.
They're not enjoying what I can get out of America.
Because the
Yes,
liberation, we got liberation.
the country does not.
We're liberated, is that right?
You could say that.
The country, as far as people are concerned, the country does not treat me. They say it doesn't treat me like a first-class citizen. But you know what? I'm a first-class citizen when I get on a plane and go somewhere. You know why? Because being American, being from England, and any of that, it holds a certain level of clout. You know, so
Why do you think these guys are leaving? Well, okay, why do you think they're leaving?
because
When we're not talking about the ones that, the mongrels,
they-
but
they
the ones that
fe-
live there.
they felt that what they did was enough to put them on a pedestal here, and it's
it
not.
Right.
I think
That's
Little
why.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you seen
Where
him?
is
He
that?
right here. Yeah.
I saw that little motherfucker.
I think in some cases, I'm not speaking for anyone. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, generally speaking, I think in some cases,
Talking
people
shit.
had unrealistic expectations of how
That's the word.
unrealistic expectations of how things should go in a foreign country.
I'm gonna have to take this into a cooler environment in a minute.
No, keep on talking, man.
Nah, I just
Are you guys hot? Keep on talking. I'm looking for my battery. Keep on talking, bro. Keep on
No,
talking.
I think from what I've seen, some people have unrealistic expectations of this country and the way they do things and handle things. Me personally, I expect the Dominican Republic to be the Dominican Republic. I expect Jamaica to be Jamaica. I expect any country I visit to be that country. I don't expect American standards when I travel to other countries. That's my personal thing. So I gotta get in where I fit in, so to speak, when I'm in a foreign country. 'Cause I'm a foreigner. I have no rights here. I have no standing here in this country. So however they do things, that's how they do things. Now I may not like it, but I can choose to either accept it and deal with it, or take my behind somewhere else. That's really the choices. I don't know that a bunch of people are in droves moving to Thailand, Colombia, etc. I know brothers in droves are visiting those other places, but as far as people living, and when Skrilla did his interview with Jay, I heard everything he was saying, because he's coming from a perspective of getting business done. And I can see how a businessman would be completely and utterly frustrated with how things go in the Dominican Republic.
Well, we know that from when we spoke to our other friend the other day about how frustrated he was about the things that were happening to him.
Yes, right. So that I get it. So if you came here for business, to do business, I wholeheartedly understand why you would not want to stay here and why you would want to leave here, because it can be painstakingly and frustratingly slow compared to the Western world and how business is done.
Well, you know what? When you go into a situation with your eyes closed, when you open them, you may not like what you see.
Correct.
Dudes are walking into here with their eyes closed.
Facts.
I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
You know, see, we use the term third world country,
I don't use that term.
slower,
We use
things like that.
country. It's so
any of those-
politically correct.
No, it's not.
Third world country.
It's not.
Nah, I'm fucking.
No. Let me tell you why it's not. It's like one of my family members was like, "Oh, they dumb poor down here. Yo, go in the Capitol. Let me know how poor they are."
Not just that, we in Santiago.
No. But this is what I'm saying.
Here's what I've said this before. I said, yo, they're constructing multi-million-dollar buildings in this city. This is one city. So if they're constructing multi-million-dollar buildings, somebody got money out here.
Right? But yeah, but you know what? When people look at, see, he looking at it as in money as in a individual term, which what you're describing it as the realistic term, conglomerate, right? He's like, oh, they're poor here. They're not poor. Remember what I said the first time that you brought me here? And I was sitting in the back of the car. We was on our way to the airport. And I was like, yo, you looking at people that make $200 a month that are more happy than you are.
Yeah, true.
Right? I said, so do you really think, see, this is, it gets tricky. Do you really think your money can rob someone that was already happy with less of their happiness, where they would change for you? See, it gets tricky. You have to really look at how tricky it could become. So that's why I never fell into the whole mold that my money made me king.
There's a big problem out here.
My
a lot
money-
of people think that their money can buy them this freedom out here, and really,
Make you a king. It can't.
in little doses, yeah. But when it comes to relationships and that other shit,
When it comes to reality, it can't, because they were already happy with the minimum.
yeah.
You're an enhancement to that. But if they had to go back to the minimum,
They're good with that.
it's not going to bother them.
It's not going to
They're
bother them.
used to it.
It's not going to, which we spoke about earlier.
That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
That's
You're right.
my point. Don't go into the situation thinking that your money changes things.
It
See,
doesn't.
This is the thing that we always talk about all the time, right? When me and you talk, and I said, yo, what you have means nothing. Excuse me. What you have means nothing. It's what you have.
It's right because.
But
the
do you
thing
get
is-
it?
No, I understand what you're
What
saying.
you have means nothing. It's what you have.
Yeah.
See, what you have is you have the ability to take the worst situation and make it the best situation. Everybody does not have that. Some people will fold. You just keep moving up, forward. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dude working for $9 an hour, right? And he's killing himself. They're like, you ain't getting no money. You only making $360 a week, right? But he's like, yo, but I'm doing 20 hours overtime every week, right? So now he's at what? $13.50 an hour? You know what I'm saying? So for every extra 10 hours he do, he get another $130, right? So his little 360 is now 490, and it just keeps growing. But as time flows by, when you have, and this goes into the path of financial stability, when you create a path of having no bills and only having the bills that you have to pay, your money grows. For a man, his money growth, his ability to pay bills, to treat a woman to a good night out, buy her a gift, because anybody can sit here and tell you, I ain't buying no bitch nothing. They can tell you all that bullshit they want. True dudes know.
You're gonna buy.
You're going to spend your money. You're going to buy. You like to see the woman, the extension of your arm, which is the woman that's next to you,
She's gotta be a
look
reflection
good.
of you.
She has to be official,
No lies.
right? So dudes can lie to you all they want. That's cool. You want to lie to yourself, you go ahead, look in the mirror every day, lie to yourself. Hey, I'm going outside, I ain't giving this bitch nothing. Yo, you want to go eat, baby? Yo, I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm
true,
saying?
no, it's true, you know,
Dudes will
right.
tell you anything, right? So you got to think. Your abilities compared to their abilities is two different things, right? But they're happy with their abilities. They're happy with that.
I believe that.
They will not let you take that away from them. Yes, they will be sad to see where you boosted them to disappear,
But not for too long.
but not for too long. Because they have the adaptation. We're trying to adapt to them. But if they're not trying to adapt to us, then where does that leave you?
Nowhere. So when I posed the question, yeah, why do you think people are leaving DR to go to other places? Obviously, your opinion was, just correct me from, your opinion was you don't think they're leaving. Am I right?
I don't think the people who there's people who live here, there's people who vacation here, or just visiting. The visitors, yeah, they're leaving for greener pastures and droves.
And you said you don't think they're leaving, or
I agree with everything he said.
Right.
Because we meet all the time people who've been here for 20 years.
Because the question was gonna ask, because if you don't, like I said, it's not like I know every freaking person on this island, because I don't.
Us neither.
My thing was gonna ask was, do you think more and more will leave? But actually, that should be a question to me.
I think that they come with expectations that they're not willing to move forward. They don't have the capacity to move forward for the expectations they're seeking. Right. To get the things that I call y'all the Cuffy Combs brothers, to get those things, you have to be willing to to give, sacrifice, but also receive and understand what you're receiving. And if you come here with an expectation of receiving some things that you're used to, you won't get that. You will not get the same type of thing that you would look for in a woman from England or a woman from America or even a woman from Africa. It's not going to be the same because it's not the same upbringing. It's not a culture. I'm not looking for culture. It's not the same upbringing. See, we're looking for, I'm sorry. We're looking for, dudes will tell you I'm telling you, dudes they're just lying to themselves, bro. You come in here and you want the fantasy thing. You want the beautiful woman. You want the woman that'll cook, rub your back, listen to your problems, nurture you. You want the mother nurturing that you want from a woman, right? But these dudes don't want to put that kind of work in, right? It goes back to your other question.
Come to Santiago.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Don't come to Santiago.
Let me tell you something. Yo,
Don't
people,
come to Santiago. No.
People.
No, don't come to Santiago.
horrible.
This is not the place to find what you're looking for.
People.
You're not going to spend $20, $100, $300 and find what you're looking for. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get that kind of love here. It's going to take you being here for a long time to get what you're looking for. Like the Cuffy Combs brothers.
Cuffy Combs. So I asked Skrilla this question, and if you haven't seen the interview, go and check it out. I asked Skrilla this question. What has to change about DR for people to stay or come back? Now, Skrilla said, if I can remember, he said the handout constantly out. He said the driving. He said the accountability. And I think he said money on the island.
Well,
because he can't make no money on the island, like business-wise, that needs to change. But go and check out my interview anyway, and yo, people, smash that like button, please. Yeah?
right. Well, Skrilla, he said you couldn't. There's not enough.
Do you remember? There's not enough money for his
He said
business.
there's not enough money in this country
For his type of business that he
for
wants to
his
do.
type- For him, yeah, for him personally, and that's okay.
Yeah.
The brother knows. The brother knows his business.
Yeah.
He knows, his margins, and
Yeah,
he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
So
yeah.
for him, it's not a good place. But
But what do you feel has to change about? Actually, let me rephrase that, because it's not like you hate DR.
I love it.
I know you do. So let me rephrase this question pertaining to. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep your one separate. But let me.
Excuse me. Exit this interview. I'm done.
Let me think for you. So, if you was to change 5 things about DR to make you more in love with the country, what would it be? 5 things, or you can amount it to 4. It don't matter.
5 things: better roads,
Better roads, 1.
easier access to healthcare.
2.
That seems to be a national
2.
thing.
Damn, I need a cigar, man. Shit.
Cigar, yeah.
Well, I need more than a cigar, baby.
I don't know. Those are the 2 things that I see potentially being an issue. Like if I was to live here, is the roads suck. Like we always say, the roads in the North Coast suck. If you go in the South, the roads are much better. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe the weather is different, but you could have, like, I would never own a car in the Dominican Republic. It has to be an SUV. Like when we come out here, we are only in SUVs because the roads are very treacherous on the North Coast. The South is not bad at all. The 5 things I can't give you 5 things off the top.
He's not being honest, man. He's bullshitting. Unks.
I am being
Name
honest.
me 5 things that need to change
To make
or to make you fall in love with DR a bit more. 5 things. You can name 4 if you want to.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Go on.
More flights.
More flights.
Yes, easier access.
It's not a DR problem.
He's still bullshitting. He's still
That's
bullshitting.
not a DR problem.
He's still bullshitting. He's still
What do you
bullshitting.
mean I'm bullshit?
He's bullshitting. He's fucking bullshitting.
I want better roads.
Say what you want to
I
say.
want better infrastructure. Better
No one can
healthcare.
see your face. Don't worry, man. We know you got multiple bodies in the Bronx.
here you go.
So don't worry, man. No one's going to be... 5 things that, for you to fall in love with DR more, because we know you love the country, no doubt about that. 5 things that need to change in your opinion.
All right, so I'm gonna lump everything into, for some of the things that Bronx said, into infrastructure.
Right. So infrastructure.
That would be the roads, healthcare, social programs, better treatment of his people. So I would throw all that into infrastructure.
Okay.
For the people. The treatment of
Gringos.
for the people.
Gringo.
For the expats.
Gringo.
I think that it would be and this is strictly towards like the
please,
women,
bro.
not really towards the men, because that's not my forte. More understanding of what we represent for them. I would say those 2 things. I would say that for us and ourselves, our mentality when we get here. I think that needs to get worked on. I think that it needs to be a better path for citizenship for us if we want to have dual citizenship. I think that's a big thing. And I think that they need some of the things like they have in other countries where you come here, they show you how you can make money.